Welcome to Amazing Buys, where we discuss shopping, fragrance, and do reviews. If you haven't already, go ahead and hit the notification bell, like and subscribe, and let's see what's new at Victoria's Secret. Okay, I know I was supposed to do that EOS review, but what I seen in Victoria's Secret, I think you're going to want to see this first, so I'm going to hold off on that till tomorrow. But we're going to start off with Victoria's Secret Pink. So it looks like they dropped some back to school items like these backpacks. They're kind of expensive for $49.95. I did spot a couple of new clothing still on the summer theme, but I spotted this and I said, wait a minute, are they already putting out the Halloween stuff? We've seen a preview of it online, so some items are currently available, but this gave me a little bit of hope that I was about to run into a couple of things. As you can see, that is some Victoria's Secret pink pajamas going for $44.95. I only spotted these two, but I think more Summerween items are going to come out as far as clothing if you're interested in that. They do have a preview on their website for the next clothing items. I think these are considered pajamas, but I think they're pretty cute. They only have them in these two colors, like the beige and pink. On the same rack behind them, they have, I think these are considered cardigans in 5 different colors. Now let's get to the beauty because, oh my gosh, they already have the fall stuff out. The first one is pumpkin vanilla with notes of vanilla creme, pumpkin spice, and fall feels. I love a good pumpkin scent in fall. And while this one isn't super sweet or super gourmand, I feel like it's a nice mix of pumpkin, vanilla, and that fall air. Now, while this one is on the lighter side, the pumpkin vanilla body lotion is amazing. It's way sweeter. I feel like you have to layer both of them to get that full effect of the pumpkin and vanilla. So I would say that I like the body lotion more than the body mist. Now, circling around, I did find more pink collections. I was so excited. I cannot wait to share this with you guys. The first out of the fall collection is Just Baked with notes of raspberry glaze, vanilla latte, and fluffed pastry. The first thing that I thought of when I smelled this was jam cookie. The raspberry isn't as strong in this one as in jam cookie. That one was super sweet. The vanilla latte is a good balance with this raspberry, and then the fluffed pastry gives it an airiness to it. If you like scents that smells like you're in a bakery, I feel like you will love this one, but it doesn't overdo it with the sweetness, so I think maybe people will appreciate that. Next up is That Apple with notes of warm apple cider, cinnamon sugar, and crisp air. So this apple was different. It definitely has a warmness to it. It does smell like apple cider with the cinnamon mixed in it. What was interesting about this apple note is that it kept going in between a apple cider note and a tart apple, and I actually like that because the tartness brought out a bright apple scent to it, but it would go back to that warm apple cider scent. It does have like that fall airiness in the background, which gives it a musk. While the previous fragrance, Just Baked, smelled pretty linear, like it didn't change, That Apple changes a bit with that apple note going back and forth, but then overall dries down to a warm apple cider scent. If you like apple cider, this would be perfect for fall. For the last one of the collection is Toasty Vanilla with notes of cashmere vanilla, salted caramel, and cozy musk. This is the lightest out of the 3, and it definitely is a very soft vanilla, so I get the cashmere note. I get little bits of caramel in there, but it's weird because I also get a smoky scent instead of toasty. On the dry down, that's what you're pretty much left with, a smoky light vanilla scent. So this was number 3 for me. Number 2 would be That Apple, and then number 1 would be Just Baked. So I'm kind of interested what you guys will think about these, especially toasty vanilla. On to the Summerween scents. The first one is Never Ghosted. This has notes of pink sugar, marshmallow fluff, and creamy amber. Tell me why I did not know that these Halloween mists were shimmery. If you're hoping for a marshmallow scent, you're not going to get much of that. You're mainly getting the pink sugar scent. As a matter of fact, I'm pretty sure we had something like this before, so this isn't something I would run to the stores about. It's just okay. Next up is Hey Boo with notes of juicy apple, caramel drizzle, and spooky woods. Spooky woods is actually the main note of this. Think of fall air, woody scent, and then the juicy apple and the caramel take the back seat. That duo kind of reminds me of how Apple Rush smells, but again, this doesn't smell like it's an entirely new scent. It just smells like they upped the woody note in it, so this one is a pass for me. The last one in the collection turns out to be my favorite, which is Ghoul Next Door. This has notes of sugared peach rings, sour candy, and warm musk. This smells like you're opening a bag of peach rings and smelling it. You can smell the sourness to it. It definitely is like a sugary peach ring candy. I liked it more than I thought I would, even though it has that sourness to it. And honestly, I didn't get much warmness from it despite that note. So this would be my number one. Number two would be Never Ghosted. And then number three would be Hey Boo. These mists only lasted 3 hours. The fall lasted 3.5 hours to 4. Now for the next collection, which is Velvet Bohemia. The first one is Suede Wonder with top notes of rich berries and lush pomegranate, middle notes of pear blossom and autumn blooms, and the base is suede musk. This is one of those fragrances that smell way better on your skin than a tester. On my skin, the pomegranate really popped through. You're mainly getting that berry and pomegranate more than anything. It has some fall vibes to it, but there's a smoothness about this. I thought the lotion was very underwhelming, but it does smell a little bit different. I thought the pear note stuck out more in the lotion. Next up is Cashmere Haze. This has top notes of plush coconut and harvest breeze, middle notes of coconut, cashmere, and tonka bean, and the base is whipped woods. If you love creamy, cozy coconuts, you will love this. The lotion was different though. The lotion had that plastic coconut scent that I cannot stand, that both Bath & Body Works and Victoria's Secret does, but the body mist was great. Next up is Mystic Silk. This has top notes of crushed macadamia and sugared cinnamon, middle notes of almond blossom and caramel silk, and the base is Mystic Woods. This is amazing. I love how you can smell the cinnamon sugar note, the warm caramel, and the macadamia nut. Wow, they did a great job with this. I even like the airy woody note in there. It's not Home Depot-ish at all. So this one, Victoria's Secret, did an amazing job. And this is coming from someone who thought they were gonna botch this scent. And the lotion, guys, is just as good. For the last one in the collection is Velvet Bohemia. This has top notes of velvet, chai, and plum cream, middle notes of golden saffron and Bohemian jasmine, and the base is glowing amber. Believe it or not, this one is pretty light. Overall, chai, I would say, is the main note. I'm not getting the plum cream at all. It does have the airiness of the saffron, a bit of jasmine, and it's not super ambery at all. It's overall a light scent, and the lotion does not help. Victoria's Secret Pink had a better chai in my opinion. If I had to rank these, number one would be Mystic Silk, number two Cashmere Haze, number three Suede Wonder, and number four Velvet Bohemia. If I ranked it based off the lotions, it would be Mystic Silk, Suede Wonder, Velvet Bohemia, and then Cashmere Haze. For the last collection, this is called the Dulce collection based off of sweets. The first is Berry Parfait with notes of berry crumble and toasted pink sugar. It says irresistible sweetness with indulgence on top. I don't know how I feel about the mist because I smell the berry crumble, I smell the toasted pink sugar, but the toasted part is what I don't like. And the berry crumble was giving more crumble than berry, but the lotion, though, was giving more berry. They did great with the lotion. I don't know what happened with the mist. Next is Milky Madeline. This has notes of crumb cake and leche musk. It says luscious treats dipped in desire. This is the light milky scent. I'm getting a tiny bit of cake, but more milk than anything. To be honest, this one was the most disappointing out of the collection. Again, we've had whipped milky scents before, but this one did not meet my expectations. Now to Vanilla Mousse. This has notes of molten mellow and creamy vanilla, and the back of it says, a decadent delight that seductively teases the senses. Pretty much a light vanilla with a hint of marshmallow. Now the lotion, on the other hand, had more marshmallow than vanilla, which I liked about that. When I layered the two, I liked it better, but it still wasn't giving me enough vanilla and not enough marshmallow. For the last is Glaze a la Mode. This has notes of pistachio gelato and glazed woods, and it says a sultry craving drizzled in melted bliss. This one, I thought we were gonna get something different, but I'm pretty sure sure. We've had this combo before of pistachio and wood, and I thought it was going to be sweeter, but it wasn't. Unfortunately, the lotion did not help with this at all, so this is not unique at all. If I had to rank the body mist, number 1 would be Vanilla Mousse, number 2 would be Glaze a la Mode, number 3 would be Berry Parfait, and number 4 would be Milky Madeline. My ranking of the lotions, though, is Vanilla Mousse, Berry Parfait, Milky Madeline, and then Glaze a la Mode. If I had to rank the collections, I would definitely say that the Velvet Bohemia was the best. Number 2 would be the Fall collection, number 3 would be the Summerween collection, and then number 4, the Dulce collection. That is it for my review. Thank you for watching, and as always, have fun, stay blessed, and happy shopping.